That is my entire face done. I'm going to go ahead and style my hair. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just want to share with you quickly my 5-minute everyday makeup. Ignore the scarf, I've just washed my hair as well, and I've moisturized my skin with my Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer. I always get the big one now, so I always follow with my moisture on the lip, which is Vaseline. My makeup to last long, I always go in with this is Lancome Prep and Matte, and that's what I use to prep my skin to help my foundation to last all day. Once I finish prepping my skin, I leave it for about 20 seconds. Then I love a glowy, dewy finish foundation routine. And to help me achieve that, I always use my Max Fix Plus, okay? I spray this all over my face. Before my foundation, okay? Before it dries up, I take my foundation. This is my Lancome Tint Idol Ultra 24 Hours Foundation. Just a little bit. Look, it's just a single squeeze, okay? My favorite brush to use is my RT2000 by Real Technique. I get that brush and I spread this foundation across my face, especially under my eye. It's just that little pump, not much. Okay, and I rub that into my skin.
She a gypsy girl, she a fine like the sunrise. The way she move make a man cry. I'm feeling her, so I'm wanting her more.
So I've actually applied my foundation to my skin. The idea is for me to have a flawless foundation routine without looking heavily caked up. It's an everyday routine. This is what I do when I wear foundation or makeup during the work week. I just want to brighten up under my eye a little bit, okay? And this routine is actually particularly very good for people who don't have a lot of tools. So this is the brush I'm also going to be using to apply my concealer. So I have my 24-hour MAC Studio Fix concealer. I'll put the details down for you in the description box. And I just apply a little bit under my eye. It's just that place, okay? It's not a lot. And that's it. All right? It looks funny. I'm going to blend it in using the same brush, okay? I'm using the tapping motion right now. Not dragging, not pulling. As you can see, look at this side and look at that side. I'm going to repeat the same step for here, okay? And I'm going to stamp the same brush without using more product around my mouth and on my forehead to brighten up that area as well without more product, okay? So this is a beauty blender. If you like, you can use this, but I'm doing an everyday makeup routine, don't forget. So I always use my brush, this one brush for almost everything, okay? I just stamp that in properly. To set my under eye concealer, I use my Max Prep and Prime powder. This is it right here. I put my brush inside, tap off excess, and then put it right on top of that concealer. I don't drag or rub, I just pat in. I repeat the same step for the other side. I use it on my lid as well, just to brighten up anywhere that I might have any darkness, okay? I use the same around my mouth where I use the extra product, okay? As you can see, I've not done my brow. It's going to be done. As you can see, the center of my face is very bright and flawless, and that's the way I like it. For the remaining area of my face, using the same brush, I use my almost finished Studio Fix powder, I actually bought a new one. I was at an event. I dropped it. It broke. I was so pissed off. So I'm going to use this, just using the same brush, like we said. Take a little bit and then use it to set the rest of my face. As you can see, my entire face is looking so flawless, perfect finish. One of the things I personally can't live without is my blush. I love the rosiness and the warmth it gives to the face. As you can see, my face is just very bland, except under my eye, the center of my face actually very nice and fresh. So I'm going to finish with my MAC blush. This is my favorite color. It's like orangey tone. All right, using the same brush. As you can see, I haven't changed my brush, the same brush. So I'm going to grab my brush right there. This is where I go overboard. For me personally, I like to add some dimension to my face, and I always don't apply my blush to the apple of my cheek, just almost on the hollow of my cheek. So it's kind of looking like a contour and also like a blush, if you know what I mean. So let's do it together. I bring it also to my temple to add that rosiness. As you can see, my face has a little bit of dimension, some angle, and this place is flat. Even though the structure of my face here is kind of popping, the hollow is deeper here. And that is it. And that is how I apply my own blush. Okay, and let's do this one, the other side. As you can see, I'm using more blush. I've done that now, as you can see. So for my lip, I don't do so much for my lip as well. So I finish with my MAC lip gloss. It's the MAC lip glass. MAC lip glass. It's like golden. I'm not going to take off this Vaseline. I'm just going to leave it there like that. I'm going to put this right on top. Just a little bit. And my lip is all done. I'm going to line it a little bit using my Davis pencil in number 18. I use this in number 3 for my brows. I use 18 for my lips. Okay, let's do it. Now that I've done my entire face, let's do my brows. My brows doesn't take too long, so I'm going to use my spoolie, stroke it up, okay? And I'm going to fill it in very gently, not a lot. If you want to see how I do my brows properly, just check out my old video. It hasn't changed, it's the same thing, okay? So I have this mirror right here. I'm going to fill it in gently. I'm using light hand, as you can see. So my brow is done. I fill that in. I'm going to use that spoolie again to comb it to make sure that everything is all blended well. I'm going to set it so the brow can last long. I always use this Huda Beauty Topaz Obsession, and I always use the darkest color right here at the corner. If you want to see the review of this palette, you can also check my description box. I'll put it down there for you. So I'm going to use that to set the brow, just to make sure that it stays there all day. As you can see, it's not a lot. I'm going to comb it again, yeah, just to blend the product right in properly. Yeah, as you can see, my brows is all done. I'm going to add a little bit of neatness to it to make it really nice and neat. I always use my Real Technique brush, this tiny one. I've forgotten the name. So I take a little bit of concealer, okay, and I use that to kind of add a little bit of neatness to it. This one will be private show. Tell me what you want to know. I go give you all and more. I always focus on the tail side of it. The thing about makeup, there's no one way to do your makeup. You can start from your brows and then you can go on and do the rest of your face, whichever way you want. There's no one way to do your makeup. So as you can see, it's all neat now. I don't use any on the top because it's an everyday makeup routine. I just want to make sure that that place is well highlighted, okay? I ensure to blend that concealer well, so it's not giving me any kind of funny look. As you can see, I have this brow done. It's really, really very well done. Easy breezy. I'm going to repeat the same step for this one and I'll be back, okay? I'm going to line my waterline. Quickly, I'm just going to tight line it to open up my eyes a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my mascara. My go-to mascara has always been the number 7 Stay Perfect Long Lasting Mascara. I've used it in every makeup video that I've ever shared with you. So I'm going to apply mascara to my lip, top lashes. This one will be private show. Tell me what you want to know. I go give you all and more. Bad man, I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow. Look, the mascara is amazing. It gives length and volume, and I'm going to repeat the same for this other eye, okay? Wine I'm slow. That is my entire face done. To seal up everything that I've done, I finish with my MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus, okay? I'm going to spray this very lightly because I've used it earlier. This one, that glowy, flawless, perfect finish. And it makes my makeup long lasting as well, okay? Let's spray this on there now. I'm going to blow dry it right there. So as you can see, it's all blow dried. My entire face is done, looking flawless, looking all natural, and giving me that perfect, youthful, glowy finish. And this is what I do for my everyday makeup routine. I'll go ahead and style my hair and I'll be right back, okay? And this is my finished look after styling my hair. And that is how I achieve my flawless makeup look every day. A lot of times in less than 10 minutes, it's all done every day. So I do hope you enjoyed this video and I do hope that you found it helpful. Like I said, there's no one way to do your makeup. Just do what works for you. What works for me may be different from what works for you, and what works for you may be different from what works for me. Do what works for you. So as always, I want to thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please feel free to share with your friends and family. It's all free. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. I'll speak to you soon on my next video. Don't forget to leave me your comments also in the comment section below. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. All right, I love you all. Bye. Mwah.